It is almost officially fall, and you know what that means. Shorter days, pumpkin spice lattes, low lights, and industry conferences. People have been asking me what my plans are for this conference season, and I'm like, well, there's InsurTech Connect, Insurance Nerds Day, and ITC, Insurance Nerds Day, and then there's okay, maybe ask me after September 28th, because those two events are consuming about 95% of my brain space right now. But yeah, there is other stuff going on this fall, so I thought I would sit down and check it out and share the cliff notes with you on what's going on the next couple months in the insurance industry. Alright, starting chronologically. InsurTech Connect is September 23rd, 25th in Las Vegas. The current registration is about $1,900 and the attendee profile is pretty broad. The focus of the conference is obviously InsurTech, and the content covers all things innovation for carriers, investors, solution providers, and now agents this year, with an additional day of programming September 22nd, Agency Connect. I don't even know how to describe this conference, but I will try. The other day I tried to explain ITC to someone outside the industry with a 90s movie analogy. So if the industry was a cheesy 90s movie, ITC would be prom, and I would be the nerdy girl just hoping to go. I actually wrote a song about this last year. Seriously, I wrote a song about it. And this year I'm going with Bull Penguin, which is pretty much the coolest thing ever. So my excitement level right now is basically an 11. After ITC, there is a couple days rest before the epic nerdiness of Insurance Nerds Day commences. Insurance Nerds Day is a really unique type of conference in that it is a one-day program on a Saturday, September 28th in Dallas. Another unique aspect of this conference is the registration fee, which is $119. So the price point allows the attendee profile to include younger professionals as well, and others who don't have a meaty corporate budget for the larger events. The content is structured in two halves. The first half of the day is hands-on learning labs, and the second half of the day is short TEDx-style talks. And the closing keynote speaker is probably the most epic, the most innovative, the most best speaker in the history of conferences. When she's done with her speech, people are gonna be on their feet, running through walls, setting on fire. Okay, maybe not, but come see me anyway. There will be a ton of amazing speakers in both parts of the day, covering a really wide array of industry and career-related topics. And after that, there's a lot of stuff going on. October 8th to 9th in Bedford, Pennsylvania, the 2019 IAB Futures Conference will be held. You can probably guess by those letters that the attendee profile for this conference is independent agents and brokers. Registration is $349 for IAB members and $429 for non-members. The content centers around small business marketing trends, sales, and performance management. On the Carrier Association side, the Society of Insurance Research, SIR, will hold their annual conference October 20th to the 22nd in Charlotte, North Carolina. The registration is currently $14.50 for members and $15.50 for non-members. The theme this year is reimagining research to recognize emerging insurance industry trends, and it promises to be a more intimate event with quote-unquote no speed dating. There are a couple conferences on the fall lineup that do a deep dive into specific coverage issues. Business Insurance dives into cannabis and hemp coverage October 24th, 25th in New York for risk managers, industry professionals, and service providers. Registration ranges from $200 to $1,600, or $0 if you are general counsel and not invited. November 4th to 5th, those interested in diving into cyber coverage can attend Insurance Nexus's conference, Cyber Insurance USA in Chicago. Entry-level registration is currently $1,600 or $2,100 for vendors. This also looks like a more intimate conference with a narrow content scope and a few hundred attendees. The attendee profile ranges from product development to claims to underwriting and brokers. ACORD, the Association for Cooperative Operations Research and Development, will hold their conference, ACORD Connect, October 29th to 30th in Boston. Registration is $1,300 for members, $1,500 for non-members, and $3,000 for vendors. Per the organizers, the conference will focus on the business and technology behind the issues facing the global insurance industry, as well as the latest developments and best practices for standards and architecture implementation. Dig In Analytics and AI is November 13th to 14th in Las Vegas. This conference might win the SEO award of the season, as its description includes data, analytics, strategy, customer experience, process efficiency, artificial intelligence, machine learning, and insurtech, and digitalization. All these topics and more are currently available for a registration fee of $1,200 or $1,600 for solution providers. Connected Insurance is a larger Insurance Nexus conference that covers, as the name would suggest, all things connected consumer. This one closes out the conference season November 20th, 21st, with registration ranging from $1,500 to $3,200 depending on level and organization. Oh, and I'm not trying to slight the CPCU annual. I just figured that one is in a couple days. So if you have those 4 letters after your name, you have probably already decided whether or not you're going. And maybe, hopefully, someday, I will see you there. Not this year, but it's definitely on the bucket list. As is opening this book at some point. Which will happen, just probably not in the next couple weeks. So let me know which conferences I missed and which events are on your shortlist this year. And if you're free Saturday, September 28th, there are still $119 tickets available to Insurance Nerds Day. So make sure to grab your ticket or risk suffering the epic FOMO of missing the most awesomely nerdy event of the year. No pressure, but. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to the Insurance Nerdery, where it is cool to be a nerd. I'll see you next time.